Turn the volume up, everybody, as y'all coming into this live. Please tap the screen, whoever that is tapping the screen over there on Periscope. I appreciate you. Tap that screen. If you are on IG, you can tap the screen. Facebook, I don't think it's tapping the screen. I think you can just like it. You can leave a comment. As y'all checking in, shout yourself out in the comment section. We're going to get to this. We got to be kind of quick today. I got somewhere that I need to be in like 20 minutes. So we're going to make this like, it's not going to be 15 minutes. As y'all checking in, again, shout yourselves out in the comment section. I'm going to shout y'all out, and we're going to get into what we need to get into here today. What the hell happened? I posted something and it went away. I don't like what Instagram is doing here. They keep changing the format of the application here as far as like where you can see the comments and the people, and now the video's small as hell. As y'all checking in, shout yourselves out. Either way, we're going to do what we got to do anyway. Sometimes we got to deal with these platforms being silly. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Dre Baldwin, also known as Dre All Day, former 9-year professional athlete. I'm the author of 27 publications, including the book, Work on Your Game, including the book, The Mirror of Motivation. I'm going to tell you how to get this free at the end of this live stream. And I've done 4 TED Talks. I created this whole philosophy here. The most important thing you need to know. I created this whole philosophy here. It's called Work on Your Game. It's all about taking the mental tools that you need to succeed in the sports world and get to that top 1%, and teach how those same tools can be applied to the business world and to the life world. So what we're talking about here today is the concept of acceptance versus tolerance. And these are 2 completely different things. The way I'm going to give you the definitions of these. So don't go look these up in the dictionary, because I made up my own definitions of these 2 terms. And I'm going to explain to you why they are what they are, all right, and why they matter. Now, these days, we all know there's a lot of, I guess we can call civil unrest been going on for the last couple months. We got this election coming up in 3 weeks, and everybody's got an opinion. People are going to be saying all kinds of things. It's going to get even more ridiculous. And then when it's over, it's going to be even more ridiculous after that. And here's the thing. If you happen to be a person with an opinion, if you're somebody like me who puts material out there, you share your opinion, you share your point of view, you share your perspective, or whatever it is that you're doing, especially on the internet where people have this wall between actual accountability. Somebody can say anything to you on the internet and they're not held accountable for it. I mean, you can't come through the phone and smack the shit out of somebody for talking stupid like you would in real life. But so people just say whatever they want to say, right? Here's the thing you need to understand. In the world, whether we're talking the internet, we're talking sports, we're talking business, at a job, anything that you do in life, understand that you don't control 99% of what occurs. All right, 99% of what happens in your life, you have 0 control over what happens. You don't control I'm about to go for a walk when I'm done with this live. It's looking like it might rain. I might get caught in the rain, but I can't stop it from raining, right? I can't do anything about that. If I'm going to publish a post on Instagram tonight. I'm doing this live right now. I got Periscope, Facebook, and Instagram going. Somebody can come in the comments and talk all kinds of crazy right now. I can't control the fact that they chose to talk crazy, all right? When I go outside, and if there's a person out walking past me in the street, decide to harass me or say something to me or do anything that they want to do, whatever it is they're thinking about doing, I can't prevent them from trying it or doing it, at least the initial idea. I can't stop them from doing that, right? Whatever happens in life, 99% of it, if you really think about it, you have no control over at all. I'm inside of a building right now. I'm not an architect. I'm not an engineer. This whole building could collapse on my head right now. I don't know how to fix it. I wouldn't know how to stop it. I wouldn't know how to predict that it was about to happen. I'm going to just have to deal with it as it comes. I'm telling you all that to explain to you this. In life, you have to learn to accept, or you just have to understand that we have to accept that 99% of what's occurring, we have no control over whatsoever. Everybody understand it and follow me where I'm at right now. And if anybody got a question, I'll cover all the questions at the end. That's the acceptance part of life. People are going to say what they want to say, do what they want to do. Sometimes people will deliver when they tell you they're going to. Sometimes people will follow through. Sometimes people will disappoint you. Sometimes somebody might try to disrespect you. Somebody might be nasty. Somebody might attack you. Somebody might double cross you. Somebody might just betray your trust completely. You have no idea what other people are going to do, what other people are going to say, what the weather is going to do. You have no idea what's going to happen on most days in life. As much as we try to predict the future and control situations, what we control in life is about 1% of what happens, right? And that's the part that I talk to people about all the time. That 1% that you control, that's the mental toughness of life. That's the discipline. That's the part that you can do something about. And here's the other side of it. That's the acceptance part. Now let's talk about tolerance. The way I'm defining tolerance, so acceptance is just understanding that things happen you can't control. Tolerance is your understanding and also you taking control of the fact that even though you have to accept all these things that you have no control over, it does not mean you have to tolerate them. Meaning, acceptance is acknowledging that it's happening. Tolerance is allowing it to stay around in your life when you don't want it there. Everybody understand? There's a difference between accepting something and tolerating something. I posted this on IG actually, I think a couple days ago. So if you work at a job and your boss is just an asshole, always cussing you out, never gives you credit for anything, even when you do a good job, you don't hear anything from them. They're not paying you enough money. They got you working all kinds of crazy hours. They don't respect that you got kids you got to take care of. They don't respect that you want some alone time, some family time. And it's just a terrible dead-end job, and it's not even paying you enough money. It's not even covering your bills. You can accept the fact that this is a terrible job. You can accept that they're not offering enough money. You can accept that the boss is an asshole. You can accept that you don't like none of your coworkers. You can accept that because you can't control any of them. You can't make the job pay more money. You can't make the boss be nice. You can't make your coworkers be civil people with good people skills. You can't control any of that. But you can decide whether you will tolerate staying in that situation or if you're going to do something about it. If you are in an abusive relationship with a friend of yours and with a significant other, with anybody who's just being mentally abusive, verbally abusive, physically abusive, you can accept the fact that this is just an abusive individual, at least when they're dealing with me. They always got something negative to say. They're always doing something negative. I don't feel safe around this person. I don't feel positive around them. I feel negative energy every time they come around. You can accept the fact that that's just who they are. All right? Some people are just like that. The weather is going to be what it's going to be. You don't have to tolerate it, meaning you don't have to stay there in that situation and allow it. If you're on the internet, somebody like myself, and you publish material online, listen, if you share your opinion on the internet on certain topics, people are going to have opinions. People are going to come in the comment section and say what they're going to say. People are going to DM you and say things. People might take something you say out of context, post it on their page and try to trash you. All these things can happen. All these things will happen. And listen, I've been online for 15 years. All these things have happened, and I guarantee you they will keep happening because I'm going to keep sharing my opinion. Here's the thing you need to understand. Just because I accept the fact that these things are going to occur. I accept that I'm going to say something one day, maybe not today, but one day I'm going to talk about something that's going to offend somebody. When the election comes around, I'm going to say something about it, and somebody's going to get offended. If I say something positive about this side gets mad. If I say something positive about this side, they get mad. And if I say something neutral, both sides get mad because I won't pick a side. I accept that this is what it is. At the same time, I don't have to tolerate it. Meaning, somebody asked me about this last week. They say, Dre, do you ever block people on the internet when they say stuff to you that is when somebody's like trolling or talking shit in your comment section? I said, hell yeah, I block people. I will block people so fucking fast, they won't even know what happened. Why? Because I don't have to tolerate it. I accept that you may have an opinion. I accept that you might not agree with me. I accept that you might not feel the way that I'm moving or the way that I'm putting my information. You may have the complete different opinion from what my opinion is, and you're expressing it in whatever way you want to express it. And for the most part, to keep it real with y'all, I accept that people will have different opinions from me. As much opinion as I put out there, I accept that not everybody's going to agree with everything that I say. And I accept if you want to offer that you ain't feeling what I said. I'm 100% in acceptance of that. But I do not tolerate somebody talking crazy. I don't tolerate trolling. I don't tolerate whatever else I decide I'm not going to tolerate. I don't tolerate anybody trying to be abusive. I don't tolerate any kind of threats, any of that stuff. If anybody's doing that, I'm going to get rid of it. Because I had decided that is my line. That's the line that's not going to be crossed. I'm not going to tolerate that. And what I want all of you to understand is that in life, though you must accept 99% you don't control, you have 100% control over what you tolerate and what you don't tolerate. Now, the third point I want to share with you here is something actually that I heard a business guy say this. I was on a group coaching call once, and this guy pointed this out. Because one of the people in the group, these are all entrepreneurs, one of the people in the group was saying something like, oh, this person who works for me, they keep doing it. They were complaining about one of their staff members in their business, right? This entrepreneur. And a different person on the call, he came on the call and said, look, to help you out, let me tell you something that I heard. And he said, the entrepreneur who has a business that makes $100 million a year, he does not tolerate the same things as the entrepreneur whose business makes $10 million a year. And the person who makes $1 million a year doesn't tolerate the same things as the person who makes $100,000 a year. And what he was explaining, what I'm explaining to y'all, is if you want to level up in your life, you want to take yourself to whatever your next level is in your business, in your life, in your sport, in your relationships, and your confidence, in anything that you do, one of the main things you must do, this comes with the territory of stepping your game up, is you have to tolerate less than what you were tolerating before. The person who is at this level, up at level 8, tolerates less than the person at the level 4. And when the person at level 4 decides, you know what, I'm not going to tolerate these things anymore, just by the process of elimination, getting rid of all the stuff that they say they don't want around anymore, their level will go up. There's a lot of times in life, and especially somebody like me, when I talk about mindset and coming from the sports world, people come to me and they say, well, Dre, I want to go to the next level. I want to work on my game. I want to get better. What do I need to do? They say, tell me what I need to do. What drills do I need to do? What do I need to start thinking about? What books do I need to read? What courses do I need to take? What time do I need to start waking up in the morning? How many push-ups I got to do? They start asking about all these things they can add on to what they have going on in their life. Let me add this. Let me add this. Let me add this. Usually when people want to get better, they think they need to do more stuff, right? What paradoxically, to actually get better in life many times is not a matter of addition by addition. It's a matter of addition by subtraction. Is what are you going to stop doing? One of the things I tell people about confidence is not about you need to start, saying all these extra affirmations every day, or you need to write these things down, or you need to make this list, or you need to read all of these books, or watch these TED Talks. Those things can help. But understand one of the main things somebody can do if you want to up your level of self-belief is ask yourself, what are you tolerating in your life right now that you're willing to stop tolerating? What are you willing to put your foot down and say, this is not existing in my life anymore? What are the things that you've been doing, maybe in terms of the way you talk to yourself, your self-talk, the way you're doubting yourself, the way you immediately start thinking about how all these things could go wrong as soon as you get a new idea? What are the things you're willing to stop doing in order to get to where you want to go? Any of you who's ever hired a personal trainer, or you joined a boot camp class, or you hired a coach, a fitness coach, personal trainer, or a nutritionist, or something like that, oftentimes, any of you who's ever done that, or any of you who works as a trainer, when you tell the trainer, I want to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, or I want to get a six-pack abs, or I want to get back in the shape that I was in high school, what's the trainer usually having you do? Or the nutritionist, what are they usually having you do? They don't tell you need to do more stuff. Usually the first thing they're telling you, all right, let's go over how you're living right now, and let's think about what we need to eliminate. All right, you're drinking soda? All right, stop drinking soda. All right, you eat chocolate every night while you're watching TV. Stop eating chocolate. Okay, so you're staying up till 2 a.m. every day and then waking up at 8, you're not getting any sleep. Stop doing that. All right, all the bad habits that you have, the things you've been tolerating in your life and your body's been tolerating, the trainer just helps you eliminate the things that are hurting you. All of a sudden, you lost the first 15 pounds that fast. You didn't do anything different. All you did was stop doing stuff. You stopped tolerating or forcing yourself to tolerate the things that were actually hurting you. So in life, if you really think about it, any of you who's done any kind of another side note here, any of you done any type of weight training? I'm not talking about trying to lose weight, but you're trying to build muscle and get bigger and get stronger. Any of you who lifts weights or is a trainer, you probably heard somebody say the phrase, less is more. If you want to get bigger muscles, anybody who's listening to this right now, it's not a matter of you going to the gym for 2 hours instead of 1 hour, or going to the gym 5 days a week instead of 3 days a week. It's often a matter of you going to the gym less often, being in the gym fewer hours, and just doing different things. You can spend less time in the gym, do different things, and you're going to get bigger. You're going to get more results. Less is more. A lot of times in life, it's not more is more, it's less is more. And in life, you will have to accept things, as I said already. But what are you tolerating? What are you allowing yourself to endure that you don't have to endure? And what I want all of you to understand, whether you are an entrepreneur, athlete, you don't even know what you are. You're just trying to find your way in life right now. Understand something. You don't have to tolerate anything that you don't want to tolerate. Now, while right now you might not be in a position, you might not have the resources, whether that be knowledge, connections, money, accomplishments, resume, to set everything up exactly as you want it. Understand, even though you can't do it right now, you might have to accept that I got to deal with this right now. Understand that you don't have to allow it to continue. Understand this is something I don't want to tolerate. So start thinking strategically, how can I put myself in a position where I won't have to tolerate this anymore? Because people who get to their highest levels in life don't tolerate anything that they don't want. You think of somebody, who do you name somebody that you think is a highly successful individual? They don't tolerate much. Does Bill Gates tolerate things that he doesn't want in his life? No, he comes across something that he doesn't want around him. He gets rid of it. He comes up with a strategy for it. He comes up with some program. He starts a company. He starts a group, and he handles that situation. I don't want this to exist anymore. He handles it. He takes care of it. Does Warren Buffett tolerate things that he doesn't want to tolerate? Does Oprah tolerate things that she doesn't want to tolerate? And it doesn't have to be a famous person. Think of the most successful person that you know. Who's the most successful person you know? Or however you define success. Now ask yourself, what do you tolerate in your life that person probably will not tolerate? Next time you come across something in your life that you have accepted as a necessary evil, this is just something that I just got to deal with. I just got to deal with this person. I got to deal with this inconvenience. I got to deal with this situation. Ask yourself, the most successful person you know, would fill in the blank, would Joe Schmo, would they deal with this? Would they tolerate this? Would they allow this to continue, or would they do something about it? And even though you only control 1% of what happens in your life, you could do a lot with that 1%. It's just a matter of you deciding. This is the mental toughness part. You deciding you're going to do something with that 1%. Most people who end up not getting what they want in life, not because they don't have the ability, they end up in that space not because they don't have the ability, not because they don't know what to do, is because they recognize this 99%, they don't control 1%, they do control. They say, oh, 1%, that's all I got. I might as well not do anything. And they effectively do nothing. And life just has its way with those people. You ever known anybody like that, where life just kicks their ass every time they turn around? Life is just kicking their ass. These are the people who have decided not to do anything with that 1% of control they have. And doing nothing is a decision. Deciding, not making a decision is a decision. So you got to ask yourself, of all the things in my life that I accept to be as they are, what am I tolerating that I have the power to do something about? And I'm going to leave it at that. So if somebody got a question, you can go ahead and post it in the comment section. I don't know what this Instagram app is doing right now. The way that they got the comments and all that doesn't make any sense. I don't know what's going on here. So if you got a question, go ahead and post it in the comment section. Hopefully it comes up. They changed it to a way that I don't like. They need to put it back the old way. But while I'm waiting for that, this right here is my book, The Mirror of Motivation, The Self-Guide to Self-Discipline. If you have never read any of my books, I've written 27. You need to start with this one. The reason why you want to start with this book, again, I told you it's free. You can get this at mirrorofmotivation.com, mirrorofmotivation.com. Just the title without the word the, mirrorofmotivation.com. The book is paid for. All you do is cover the shipping. Why do you want this book? Because everybody who's listening to this, if you just listen to me talk for the last 15 minutes, you have goals. You got things you want to achieve in life. You also understand, being that I showed you a book called Work on Your Game, you're willing to do the work. You understand you can't get something for nothing, right? Now, here's the problem that many people run into. Even though you're willing to do the work and you have things you want to achieve, you never ask yourself this critical question. Here's the critical question. Who do I need to be? What type of person do I need to be in life? What do I need to stop tolerating? What do I need to put my foot down on? What do I need to change? Where do I need to start eliminating things so I can get to the level that I want to get to? How do I need to show? What kind of presence do I need to have? What kind of energy do I need to have every day when I walk into a room? How do I want people to feel when I leave out the room? What do I want to see when I look in the mirror? This book will give you the frameworks to answer that question. And not only will it give you the frameworks to answer this, you'll be able to come back to this over and over and over again. While I'm not always going to be around to answer all your questions, I'm not the person who's going to tell you how to think and how you need to walk or any of that. No, you need to tell yourself that, because it's more important what you say to you than it is what I say to you. That's why I wrote this book, so you can tell yourself. That's why the book is called The Mirror of Motivation. This is not Dre hyping you up motivation. This is not watch a YouTube video every morning motivation. This is the mirror of motivation, okay, for you to help yourself. That's why it's the self-guide to self-discipline. This book is paid for already. I already paid for a bunch. I got a stack of them over there. All you do is cover the shipping. Go to mirrorofmotivation.com. Just the title of the book without the. I've already paid for the book. All you do is cover a small shipping charge. We ship this to you worldwide, anywhere you live. We got UPS, USPS, envelopes, stamps, all that, airplanes. We got it all covered. Mirrorofmotivation.com. The book's paid for. You cover the shipping. While you're there, we'll give you an option to get the 4-book bulletproof bundle, which covers discipline, confidence, mental toughness, and personal initiative. And on the next page, we're going to make you an offer to get my magnum opus, 250-page book, Work on Your Game, where I took the pro athlete mindset and teach you how to apply it to business and life. I could have made this 2,000 pages. I made it 250 at the behest of my publisher. That's Work on Your Game. That's on the next page after you go to mirrorofmotivation.com. So if you got a question, go ahead and post it in the comments section. Instagram, I don't know what the hell this is that they got going on here. This is makes it very difficult to navigate. But anyway, Christian said, I got a game tonight. Your YouTube videos got my mental in check. That's what's up. Shout out to everybody who got games they can play this year and ain't getting canceled by COVID. Let's see. May says, were there any motivational speakers who subliminally insult you? Well, if it's subliminal, I wouldn't have noticed it. So I don't know. I don't even know where you came up with that question. Trainer TG says, Mirror Motivation is a great book. Work on your games even better. Everybody watching this needs to get Work on Your Game and Mirror Motivation. So there you go right there. So y'all know I'm not just talking up my own stuff. Trainer TG just told you. All right. Mirrorofmotivation.com is where you get that book. And on the next page, we'll make you an offer for Work on Your Game. All right, now I gotta get out of here. I'm already late. I gotta go to where I gotta go. But I had to give y'all some food here today. I didn't go live yesterday, so I had to make sure I deliver some food today. All y'all have a great day. Work on your game. Go to Mirror Motivation. Get that book. We out of here. Dre all day.